Oh, there it goes.
Should try being better.
Oh, I just got better, bitch. There it is.
Bitch. Bitch.
Tom, do you have your synopsis ready?
Fuck yeah, bruh!
I say things in Arabic, so no, I don't say.
You say things wrong in Arabic. Oregano.
Not even in Arabic. Fuck you.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here, Breaking Bad, Season 4, Episode 8. Tom, synopsis, give it to us.
Yeet.
All right. Skyler has negotiated to give Junior's car back. Walt is not having it. He ends up blowing up the car. Saul has to pay a bunch of people off to cover it up. Walt and Jesse have a conversation, and Jesse affirms that he'll kill Gus the first chance he gets. Walt cooks some ricin in the lab, and Jesse puts the canister inside his lucky cigarette. Hank goes to Los Pollos Hermanos and gets Gus's fingerprints off of a cup that Gus refills for him. Gus meets the cartel's representative and is told there is no negotiation and he will either disagree or not to the cartel's demands. Jesse goes to his last NA meeting and has an emotional confrontation with everybody. He's clearly struggling with Gail's murder. He ends up getting kicked out, and he admits that the only reason he's there is to sell the meth. And the episode ends with Hank having a meeting with his boss and Gomi, and he tells them that he found Gus's fingerprint matched fingerprints found in Gail Bedeker's apartment, and then it ends. Bum, bum, bum.
I also like how Gus offered Walt Jr. a job, because I feel like that would be a really obviously Gus knows that Walt Jr. doesn't know anything about what's going on, and if Walt or Jr. were to want to get a job there, it would be tough for Walt to be like, no, you can't. And then that's going to be his way of keeping the car. I'll pay for it. I'm going to work with Gus. But then that is like such a passive aggressive way for Gus to have his like tentacles around Walter Jr., which is going to
bring his family into the mix.
Right, without
It's
really
very
having
smart.
to do anything. Yeah.
It is.
It's really smart for him to go ahead, and then he has access, like he's got influence on somebody that Walter really cares about, and like Walter Jr. will have an impact on any future decisions that Walt makes,
So it'd be
and so
interesting
that
to see.
he can have another little iron in the fire, so to say.
Mm-hmm. He's just so smart to even see that window of opportunity. Like, man, let's see. Just put the bait out there and see what happens.
Hey, come work for me. It'll be awesome. I'll give you cool things just like your dad, and we can go ahead and
Just like he's doing to Jesse.
put a wedge, right? Yep.
I'll give you bright, tighty whities.
What's wrong with bright teddy whities?
Is Walter Tidy Whitey?
Yes, so looking forward for this one. I think this one is gonna.
I mean, we're getting into it. How many episodes are this season? 13?
13.
13.
And this is 8, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So
This is about the time shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
It's a good episode.
All right, getting all my yawns out now. I'm kind of tired this time. So
People are going to think you're uninterested.
that's
Way so
hope
uninterested.
that's not true.
Here we go. Are you ready?
Very interesting.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I was born ready.
3, 2, 1. Trash.
Are we done? Listen, this attack on my brother-in-law, I don't know what it means. Please. I fear for my family.
It's a flashback in the hospital, right? Yeah.
What's
I
that?
am told the assassin that survived
When the brothers
is
died.
gravely
Or the
injured.
cousins.
It's doubtful he'll live.
Who went in and killed him? Was it Gomi?
843.
No, it's Mike.
Mike.
He
Yeah,
died
showed
alone.
Mike walking out with like a syringe.
He died alone.
Burn in hell, you piece of shit.
Oh, it was Mike. Oh,
We didn't see Mr. Cuco Salamanca.
Hector Salamanca.
Hector. Call him Cuco. This is Tuco. I'm sorry.
They settled instead for DEA agent Schrader. But a phone call was placed to Agent Schrader moments before the attack. Marco was shot in the face and died instantly. Leonel lingered for several hours. The warning call to the DEA agent. Juan Bolsa may have some insight into who placed it. But yesterday, the federales raided his hacienda, and in the confusion, Juan was shot dead. At any rate, I thought you should hear from me.
This is like such a calculated move.
This is what comes of blood for blood, Hector. Sangre por sangre.
This also all seems like Gus is gonna be gone. He's making enemies everywhere. Who owns a whole
Here we
bunch of
go.
chicken franchises and answers the fucking phone at a random franchise? Hey,
Oh
you
boy.
see who that was?
We know who that is.
Victor, no?
Victor, poor Victor.
Sir, your fingerprints were found at a crime scene.
Really? That's surprising.
A drug-related homicide.
Gail Bedeker's apartment.
Huh. He planned the whole thing.
So you knew the victim.
I ran into him a few weeks ago
Ran into him where?
at the restaurant. Well, ran into isn't quite accurate, as I assume he came by to reestablish contact with me. We caught up briefly, and he invited me to dinner the following night.
So after years of no contact, he shows up in your restaurant, remakes your acquaintance, and invites you to dinner?
No, he wanted money.
Gail Bedeker asked you for money?
No, he didn't come right out and say that. He spoke in terms of a vague investment opportunity.
Sorry, yeah, just one other thing. Is Gustavo Fring your real name?
Is it my real name?
I know you're a Chilean national, but there's no record of you ever living there.
You were.
I think Hank's very much on Gus's radar now.
To see you.
Yes.
Oh, no, please.
Maybe he should have just let the fucking cousins kill him.
Oh, he is.
Oh, look at that.
It's got a tick.
I was definitely curious when his print showed up at Bedeker's apartment, but for me, the scholarship thing explains it.
Well, I'll admit to a certain degree of bias. This man has been a long-time friend of DEA. But that being said, I thought his story was credible.
Well, I agree. I think it was a good story. One day he's reading the newspaper and sees that someone he just had dinner with, someone he thought a lot of, was murdered. He reads this and he doesn't make a phone call.
Well, I want to follow up on the scholarship, the alibi, but my overall impression, I believed him.
I loved school when I was your age. Seesaws, story time, chasing girls with sticks.
Jesus.
Wasn't until the 5th grade that I found out she liked me too. But by then her family moved to Scottsdale, so. Carpe diem, okay?
Okay.
Good boy.
There's no rock show, okay? I just said that so Marie wouldn't freak. Take it right here.
Oh my God, where'd they go?
Uh-oh. Los
Not here for
pollos.
the chicken.
The hermanos.
Remember Gail Bedeker? That's the sad sack from the karaoke videotape? Yeah. And you said that he didn't strike you as being the boss man type, that probably there was a much bigger guy
He's
out
gonna
there.
realize that he was the fuel.
That was just speculation. It didn't matter. and maybe keep at it. So we bring him in. You think that Gustavo Fring killed Gail Bedecker?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, probably not. I mean, these guys use like a dunce to pull the trigger, right? But his fingerprints being there was enough for us to bring him in.
Dunce to pull the trigger. Poor Jesse.
You brought him into the police.
Uh-oh, who's in that car?
Mm-hmm.
Something deep down says he's my guy. Just gotta prove it.
Jesse.
It's known as extra legal, but
When you might
trust
not.
me, it's a little secret.
Oh, who's here now? That's Mike.
It's easy.
Hello, Mike.
Okay, here's what you do. You untie your shoelace.
That's
and you
so
head toward the
unlucky.
restaurant. Well, we stick this up into the wheel well. Then you go inside.
I don't feel good about this at all.
Yeah, maybe he pops it on there. Yeah. Lets Mike and Gus know.
Just act normal.
Sir, may I help you? I didn't do it. See, I didn't do it. But do it. May I help you with your order?
How could they both already know?
I don't know.
I swear
DEA?
to God, I thought I was driving the
Take a
man to a
guess.
gem
DEA
and
leak?
show, and all of a sudden he has me pulling into your restaurant.
The big head honcho guy?
Telling me that he's investigating you. Look, you and I, we've had our differences, but I would never. My brother-in-law, evidence-wise, has nothing. He's operating on
he's
pure
trying to
conjecture.
save
And
fucking
no one,
Hank.
Not one person that he works with thinks that you are anyone other than an owner of a fast food chain. Jesse! What?
Yes.
Sparkly.
Yes.
We're back to the funny
All of
shirts,
his
but they're
shirts.
dark.
Did you hear what I just said? My brother-in-law is on to Gus.
Yeah, I got it. Your brother-in-law. Okay, I'm thinking.
It's a weird dynamic here.
So, what if this is like math or algebra? And you add a plus douchebag to a minus douchebag, and you get like
Zero.
zero douchebags.
Let's take a look at Jesse's phone.
Oh, he was already meeting up with him as well. So, and he didn't tell him, no?
Mm-hmm.
Anything important?
Uh-oh. Is it intentional?
Mm-hmm.
Schrader's looking into you totally on his lonesome. Voice in the wilderness.
Oh, that's bad for
Does he have
fucking
resources?
Hank.
Just him, his credit card, and his chauffeur Walter.
What about Chile?
If I can't find any trace of you before 89, I seriously doubt Schrader can.
This is fucking bullshit that if Mike can't find trace of you before 89, that means it doesn't exist. Like, he has the resources of the fucking DEA.
Right.
He's Mike, bro.
It's so fucking bullshit. It's so fucking goddamn stupid. I'm the man shit.
He is. He's Mike.
It
Well,
was
he's
fucking
trying to-
bullshit. He does not have the resources
He is
of the
Mike
United States.
motherfucking
He does not
Ermintrout.
have the resources of the United States government. It's ridiculous.
No, they don't have his resources.
It's ridiculous.
It's your
It's
favorite.
so stupid. Makes no fucking sense. Here we go. He's gonna take a shit again. Cuca Salamanca.
Hello, Hector. The cartel has given me its ultimatum, to which I've said no. DEA agent Schrader, he's a concern. He's looking into my past. Is today the day, Hector?
Gustavo, siéntate, me estás poniendo nervioso. Es un buen plan. Confía en ti mismo, todo va a salir bien.
We're 4 gig subtitles.
Wait, is that Hector?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's alright. Chlorine will take care of it. Nobody's going to
God,
sleep
no,
for 2
it's
hours.
never
Such
okay.
a piece of shit, man.
¿Estás loco? El jefe te va a cortar los huevos.
Y regresan no solamente con el pollo, sino regresan endrogados. Regresan high. ¿No? Ustedes están vendiendo narcóticos. Metanfetamina. Pero eso de la química.
Oh, yo estudié en la Universidad de Santiago de Chile.
She killed the one
en el área.
brother?
Sí, y Gustavo, él pagó por mi educación.
Ah, sí.
He was putting poison
Tengo 2
somewhere.
licenciaturas. Él es mi compañero, sí. Yo lo necesito. Él es mi compañero. Por favor, se lo...
Jesus, that scared the
Oh my god,
Oh my
I jump
God.
scared so bad.
Yeah.
I jump scared, bro. That's why he hates him.
And that's why he can go ahead and spit in his face when he's in a wheelchair. The whole thing is a revenge arc.
Pero entiéndeme bien. Ya no estás en Chile.
Oh. Huh. He knows who he is. The DEA doesn't. Oh. There we go. That's all about revenge for Gus. Oh, wow. He's really upset about this. Blood in the pool is way worse than the piss.
Look at me, Hector.
Look at me.
Yeah. You're not in a great position right here, buddy. You shot the person that I really cared about right in the face in front of me. I'll fucking punch you right in the nose. I think, was he scared that he was going to get killed?
I think he
Do we
wants
know
to
why
die.
Hector is like this now? Or no? Or like...
I mean, it looks like he's just old.
No.
It's just like just COPD. It's just debilitating disease.
I think he had a stroke.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Dude, I was scared. That shot scared the shit out of me.
So we're finally getting to look into fucking Gus's backstory a little bit.
Yeah. Yes.
And how he became who he is. So he's clearly not a complete sociopath. I mean, he might be a sociopath now, but there were things that happened that brought him to that. Like, he really cared about whoever that guy was.
Bro came in looking for
that
a
was
deal.
his partner.
So there's much discussion whether he's just a extremely good friend of his or even maybe a romantic interest. They don't really go into it, but just the way he says right before he gets shot that he's my partner, you know, I can't live without him. It just kind of implies that there's a romantic interest there.
I think he loved him. I don't know about the romantic interest part. Possible,
Yeah,
but like
it's
he
much debated online.
He loved him. Whoever it was, that guy was, and I assume we don't see any more of it.
No.
Yeah, he loved that person, whether it be romantically or
friendship, or like whatever.
Yeah, or the friendship or the familially, whatever it is. He really cared about that person.
But Hector is an asshole.
Yeah, but you see, like, now he's, like, so susceptible. Like, look at Jesus, what can he do? Shit in his chair
Karma's a
and shake? Hey, he can't do anything.
Well,
yeah, Gus is essentially torturing him.
I think he is torturing him. Like, he's there and he's like, yeah, you can't do nothing.
Well,
He's
Gus
like,
said, will this be the time? So, like, the whole time that Hector and Gus are sitting there talking, Hector in his head has to wonder, like, at any moment he could do whatever to me and kill me. And then he left and he was like, maybe next time. So now he has to live there and wait for like Gus to come back, and even then it may not be like, oh my god, the anxiety.
And by the rage of Gus, it's not going to be a shot to the head,
No.
right? It's going to be torture.
Well, he's
I mean,
already torturing him pretty.
He did go and tell him how the twins died. Like he went to him and he just sat down and he told them how they got tortured, and one of them was crawling, and like he
Which are
intentionally did
his?
that, yeah.
Is that his kids?
His nephews.
His twins? The nephews of him?
Yeah, it's his nephews.
Well, is it his? They probably don't go into it, but so that means the nephew's parents are either his sister or his brothers.
Yeah.
Wait, so we didn't see
Is the brother the
boss,
drug
huh?
lord guy that we
Yeah,
just saw? We just got introduced to.
Bolsa? Oh no, Eladio? No, they're not. As far as I know, they're not related.
So do we figure out like who the parents are of the cousins?
So look, Don Eladio is the head of the cartel. You've got the Salamancas, Hector. You've got Don Eladio. They're just different heads of different families.
Okay. Oh, okay. So there's not like a one.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the families are the cartel, like the.
Yes.
Okay.
But like, why does Hector Salamanca care so much about his nephews? Where are the parents?
Because they're family.
Yeah.
But yeah, but what then? Shouldn't his brother or sister care as much as well? What happened to them?
I don't know.
Well, it's maybe not included in the story.
That I don't know. Maybe we're gonna find out later.
I mean, it just seems weird, like to include the uncle and not include the actual parents. What happened to the parents? Why is the uncle so strongly involved in their lives and not their parents?
Katie?
No, that was I really liked the peek into Gus. I think it really sheds light on how he's handled Jesse and Walter, because he was once in that position with someone. So I think
yes. Sorry.
So
sorry.
So I think that's
Jesse
interesting.
Walter and Jesse's relationship are like fucking Gus's and that guy's relationship.
Yep.
Just fucking hit me. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't mean sex noises. Like
Tight.
Like I think Katie is fucking spot on. That's absolutely correct.
So he's showing them mercy, I think, in other areas that maybe historically he would not have. So it's interesting because I think that's how they're going to be able to best him, is because in the past he wouldn't, like, he was just a sociopath. It just makes certain decisions he's made make a lot more sense. Even though I don't think I was questioning it before, but like he could have just killed Jesse.
You're right. We said that so many times. Could have just fucking killed him.
And then what, is Walter just not going to do it anymore? You can just go after his family. I mean, like, Gus knows that he has like other avenues, so it's just becoming really clear as to why he's taken mercy on them, and I think it's going to be also his downfall.
Oh, they're going to make it so that you like Gus right before he fucking dies.
Well, he does feel kind of validated against the cartel at this point, especially Hector and the Salamancas and everything.
And boys from Mexico.
But he's also done a lot of heinous things himself, so.
Bro, oh my god, like, every time they make you hate a character and then they're like, oh yeah, but look, he's
been through some shit.
Been through some shit, like, and then you're like, yeah, bro, what the fuck? Like, that's some, like, imagine you're going for a business meeting and your partner gets shot. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Well, the business meeting has to do with selling drugs to somebody who's a fucking...
Yeah, but like not
criminal
selling,
business.
Like, no, like you're doing a business like like the point that he was saying that, look, I know my shit is good, and I'm here because I want to sell my shit to you for you, like so you can get the profit, and everything that he said is very good for the mafia boss, but he shot him anyway. Like, why? Like, he didn't even want to do business with him, you know? Maybe because he's outside of the family. I don't know.
They clearly didn't think that, I mean, drugs or not, they clearly didn't think that one of them would get killed or they wouldn't have gone.
Yeah, that's exactly. Like,
But
why would he kill him? Like, I don't... Why did he even kill him? Did he just kill him because they made a mockery out of the guy? That he insulted him?
Yeah, he said that they were like used manipulation to get him into a meeting. Not to mention they're the cartel; they control the drug.
Yeah, but like, I'm here to say that I'm here to sell for you. Like, what? Okay.
It's like a power play. Like, we're in
and
charge.
Also setting an example. Like,
yeah, probably. Yeah.
These people cooked product in my territory without talking to me first. It's time to make an example of it.
And I'm gonna go ahead and I'll kill this person, and now I can go ahead and use you.
Well, I think based on like them watching the two of them talk, you had Gus, who is like very matter of fact, and this is what I think, and this is why I did it. And then you had the other guy like, I love him, and please don't, I got it, blah blah. So I think that they like realized that, like, personality wise, which one of the two of them. It just doesn't mean that Gus wasn't just as traumatized as that other guys. Other guys would have been.
Yeah, and Eladio said, like, there's no, like, mistaking it. Like, he said the only reason he's dead and you're not is because I know who you are.
Yeah.
Right.
From Chile. They would both be dead.
Right, from Chile. And then Hank's trying to figure out who he is.
So we're going to find...
From
yeah,
Chile.
but he doesn't have Mike Ehrmantraut's skills.
So is
Ehrmantraut is his last name.
So you know what I'm thinking? What if Gus is associated with a cartel, but not like a Chile cartel? Know what I mean?
It's clearly associated with something in Chile.
Right, that
like,
he got.
Like a big mafia in Chile. You know? Like he was he was associated with a big mafia in Chile. That's
it's going to be a big old fucking sob story where he escapes and then goes ahead and recruits this other guy and uses his skills to go ahead and try to build him up and other people, and then he brings him to this fucking meeting and ends up getting him killed.
Well, I think that's
and now he's
like,
going to use his skills for revenge.
The theme, though, like everybody who's in like this crazy position when it like comes to like what everybody's doing, everybody started with a somewhat valid reason. You know, like Walt started with a somewhat valid reason. Jesse started with a somewhat valid reason. Even Skylar with like, you know, everything. Like, you know, you can kind of validate it, but then I think that it also shows, especially in Gus's case, and now starting to become Walter's case, where you just get to a point in doing this where, like, there's no way around it. You have to kill people, and you have to do things that are so awful, that are the same things that made you get into doing this in the first place. Mm-hmm. Like, his friend got killed, so now he's like lacking the like it caused him to like do the same thing to other people, with the exception of Jesse and Walt, because obviously he psychologically feels connected to that situation there, and it's the only reason why one or both of them are, well, at least it's the only reason why one of them is still alive, which kind of ties into what Hector said to him.
You just eventually become your parents, so to say. Like the people, yes. the supervisors above you, and you're like, I could do it better, and then you become the supervisor, and you're like, oh fuck. You know, like, I have to do the same thing. Like, it sucks.
I think we're gonna go. Sorry.
So he clearly hates Hector
Mm-hmm.
and the cartel.
Mm-hmm.
So,
the whole thing was the plan. The entire
what do you
fucking
think
time.
happens knowing that?
Gus dies. Gus dies.
What?
There's no way. I guarantee you. I will bet each of you $100 that Gus is dead before the series ends.
Okay, so before the series ends or the season?
I'll do $50 before the season ends, but $100 before the series ends.
Wow.
My guess is that Gus dies.
Damn, I didn't even have to put anything up. This is awesome.
Gus dies either before the finale of this season or sometime before. He's done. He's out. I would bet more than $100, but I don't have that much money, so I'm only willing to bet what I can lose.
So
I would bet more, but I'm pretty sure he's dead. Gus is gone. Gus is out. He's out. And maybe not dead. He's out. He's gone.
You can't change your bet.
Okay. All right. So $100 before the end of the season, he's dead. $50 before the end of the season, if he's out. He's still alive, but he's not here anymore.
Like purgatory?
Well, like he's out. He's written out. Like he ran away to fucking Antarctica. You'll never see him anymore.
What's the over/under on it actually being Antarctica?
Okay, we'll just make this easy. He's dead. The end of the season.
He's dead.
$50. $50 each of you. All of you. Who's putting up?
I don't have.
Tom can't because he already knows, which is why he won't. Know. Which is why he won't bet because he knows it's true.
I don't know anything.
Katie, $50.
Okay.
Which means we're break even, but
she's like, okay. You like withdraw 50, then put it back in your account.
Exactly.
Yay.
Blue. 50. Are you gonna take the bet? $50.
I don't bet.
No.
No.
You don't bet?
No.
Okay, so I'm a winner, and Gus is dead.
You can bet with the viewers if you.
Maybe. Maybe not.
I can't bet with the viewers because most of the viewers have already fucking seen it, and none of them are going to take the bet because they know Gus is dead.
No, seriously, don't spoil it. So if he's dead or he's not dead, just don't say it.
I know you're all this is just asking for spoilers.
You're right. Just wait to see. I will, just accept the fake win.
The victory. Yeah. So wait, if I were Gus, I would draw the cartel's attention to Hank, or like the opposite way, draw Hank's attention to the cartel. It's so that I think that's maybe the best way to get rid. Like Mike was saying, so you can't have Hank and the cartel at the same time, the problems at the same time. So maybe, I don't know, have the cartel kill Hank or something like that, in an obvious way, like where the DEA would be like, yeah, the cartel are the ones that killed Hank, not Gus. Gus has nothing to do with it.
There was that conversation between Mike and Gus,
yeah,
about how Hank is like going rogue. And so he's outside of the DEA. He's not so much a threat. And now looking at this episode, there seems like Gus seems to have empathy of some sort. Yeah. Like he seems to like actually care about people, whereas before this episode, I don't think he seemed to give a fuck about anybody. But maybe that's a reason to save Hank.
Mm-hmm.
Like for him to not just go, he's going rogue. It's not gonna work. If he does, it's career suicide. And like all of the top brass are like showing you're not a person of interest.
Well,
sorry, go ahead. No, you're good. Go.
No, this will be interesting because, like Walt, the way he reacted to the, like having to put the bug on Gus's car. I don't think his mind, like, I don't know where his mind is at because he was like genuinely afraid of Gus, which I understand, but I don't know. Like, I feel like he's smart enough to be like, yeah, I'll just put it on the car and then I'll reach out to him. Very similarly to what he did, wouldn't have even had to be in that moment. Like, so where he is in his headspace, I think he's very much still afraid of Gus at that point. But then when he found out that Jesse, like, it appears as though Jesse's hiding. And, like, I'm curious, too, if they just knew that, like, well, I guess they're not, like, mind readers. I feel like I'm making them out to be, like, these, like, crazy, like, clairvoyant people. But, like, they knew they knew Walt was there and maybe specifically texted him at that time on the off chance that Walt would look at his phone. And then, like, know that, like, Jesse's hiding his relationship with them. So now I think Walter feels very like he doesn't trust anybody. And now he's going to start like not trusting Jesse, obviously. And then now with Gus, like I think he's going to start being less afraid of Gus. I think this might come down between Walter and Gus and not Jesse giving him like the ricin or something. Maybe like Walter will be the one to give him the ricin.
So somebody gets the fucking ricin.
But like you know what I mean? Like he seemed really afraid of Gus in that moment with the tracker. Yeah. But then like now that he knows that Jesse might be in on it, like might be more in with Gus and Mike than in with him, that's gonna like hurt his ego, and that's gonna really like piss him off. And now he's gonna
and feel cornered.
Right,
exactly. Jesse's in on it.
So yeah, I don't.
It's not about if Jesse's actually in on it. It's about does
his
Walter
perception.
think he's in on it.
Right. But I don't think the text message was a calculated move.
No.
For Walter to
but
go
maybe,
ahead and
I mean,
grab
I
it
think the reason why Gus is so good is that he throws out breadcrumbs.
Yeah, but that's
like, he wins some, he loses some. Like sometimes things work out.
You don't
but nothing's
see all
ever
the
big
other
enough to have like
breadcrumbs
consequences. Really, like whether Walt looked at the text or not, it would have at least gotten Walter thinking like, what, like who is that?
I mean, Mike seems to be fucking everywhere. So,
so that's what I'm saying.
Probably there. And he's
fucking Ermin.
Like, how did he know they were in?
He's like,
yeah.
Jesse and Walter there. Why don't you go ahead and send this message to Jesse? But that seems like a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I mean,
but the meeting's off. What was the meeting about? It doesn't matter. It's so vague that it will get into fucking Walt's head. The meeting could have been about like what kind of fucking spice did they go ahead and throw on their chicken thighs? Probably not. But
right?
Like it could have been insignificant, but like the message was so vague.
So, for me, the big takeaway over the last couple episodes is Hank's investigating Gus. They mentioned that he's going out on his own. Mike's told Gus that he's not really worried about him. He's not going to find anything. But he did mention that if... Gus told Hector that the cartel gave him an ultimatum which he declined. So, the big takeaway should be Hank is not really a problem unless, because something's going to happen with the cartel. Like it's pressurizing, and Mike said that. God, I'm drawing a blank. Mike said that Hank would only be a problem if he saw, the cartel make a move or something like that. So, I mean, that's just like,
which is of course going to happen
because going to make a move.
I mean, they're eventually going to do something. They have to. I mean, don't just tell the cartel no, right?
Right.
So Here's like a Cold War going on between
Yes.
Gus
Yeah.
and the cartel.
That's what Gus is trying to keep it.
Well, and that's what that's right. That's what Gus told to Mike when they had the meeting when Jesse was there, right? We keep it a Cold War.
This war stays cold. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I wonder.
That's gonna fucking blow up into all sorts of fucking nuclear war. It's not gonna be Cold War. It's just gonna explode.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way for it not to.
Of course.
something's got to give.
Yeah.
There's just so much tension everywhere. It's gonna explode.
Mm-hmm.
But it might not be what you expect.
No, it probably won't. I didn't expect the goddamn.
Yeah.
I didn't expect the fucking plane to blow up over their house. It's
Right.
most definitely gonna be a water heater, but we'll see. We'll be surprised. I don't think that it's. I think the writers are so good at putting little fucking seeds out there, like little things you can follow.
Easter eggs.
They little Easter eggs, and they make you go ahead and try to go ahead and extrapolate on all of these things, and then the conclusion is none of those, but it's it can be explained. It's like they just like they lead just like carrot on a stick constantly. I'd like to keep you coming back to try to be like, finally get that fucking carrot, and it blows up, and eventually you get to just like eat a tomato, you know. But
yeah, this season finale is probably
the best.
It's the best, I would have to say.
Oh, 5 more episodes to go.
Yeah, you guys.
I'm excited. It's so awesome.
It's so good. It's so good.
I'm so glad that we did this, because like I was so excited, and I'm gonna be very disappointed when it ends.
I know.
You know, it's like it's not gonna.
Then we're gonna be equal with Tom.
You can hop on the ride again, but it's not gonna be the same.
I mean, on this show, there's still a whole. Yeah. Anyways.
All right.
Still a whole Better Call Saul.
Prequel, yeah.
Okay. All right. Fine.
All right.
Thank you,
Done.
guys.
Goodbye.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, please.
Yes, that's
right.
right.
You just smash that subscribe button.
All right. Goodbye.
Okay. Bye.